Group on startups and Axel partners, Shri E.V. Raman Reddy, Additional Chief Secretary, Srimati Meena Nagaraj, Director, all the other distinguished participants of this very important program in its 25th year, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Ellarigu Namaskara. Truly delighted to be a part of the Bengaluru Tech Summit, an institution which has stood the test of time. 25 years is a long time, and to consistently, almost as a labor of love, pursue the path of technology, pursue the path of innovation, must not have been an easy journey. I would like to place on record my deep appreciation of all those who have been a part of this 25-year journey, who have helped make Bengaluru the Silicon Valley of the East, who have brought so much talent, so much technology, and so much innovation into this city, which has truly unleashed, if I may borrow from the earlier initiative that was launched, truly unleashed a new era for India as we march on our journey to become a developed nation. In fact, in this Silver Jubilee edition, we can look back on the laurels that Bengaluru has achieved. Over 40 out of the 100 unicorns housed in Bangalore. I just heard 3 out of 4 decathons are from Bengaluru. And the huge ecosystem, private equity investors, venture capitalists, the science and technology and R&D centers here, the incubation centers here, the very high quality of talent and manpower skills that one can find here is truly amazing. And I must compliment and congratulate all the award winners in the different categories who were recognized for their contribution to Bengaluru, to Karnataka, and to our motherland, Bharat. Startups today are almost playing the role of a booster dose in the post-pandemic recovery that India is leading from the front. Despite geopolitical challenges, the challenge of a war which has affected global economy, which has in fact pushed world trade into the background, the fact that countries are seeing inflation as much as 5 or 6 or 8 times their usual inflation, countries getting into recessionary mode. Against all these challenges, it is our bright young boys and girls who are helping India lead global recovery. Our inflation is in fact falling, and even today is half the level inflation used to be 10 years ago. I still remember double-digit inflation was the norm and would not surprise any of us 10 years ago. And today, we have a situation where through 8 years of relentless efforts to strengthen the basic structure of the Indian economy and having mandated to the central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, in 2014-15, that it will be their primary focus to keep inflation in check. We have successfully had an average inflation rate of about 4.5% for the last 8 years. And even today, in such stress conditions, we still have inflation fairly under control at 6.8%. The Indian economy, one of the fastest growing economies in the world amongst the large countries, will continue to power the world's recovery and economic growth. And as we move towards India at 100, when we are celebrating 100 years of independence in 2047, India will certainly be amongst the top 3 economies of the world and also will be nothing short of a $30 trillion economy by 2047. In fact, the Prime Minister has laid out a vision for India to make India a developed nation by 2047. And when he talks of a developed nation, the Honorable Prime Minister of India also looks at inclusive development, is also focused on the prosperity of 140 crore Indians. And when he talks of prosperity, what better place, what better symbol of prosperity than the Statue of Prosperity, the Kempegoda statue, very recently unveiled by the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka. Karnataka, Bengaluru and other regions in Karnataka are the flag bearers of India of tomorrow. The Garden City of India has today found recognition the world over as a global IT capital. It is known for its technology, its talent and its teamwork. And very often, when I meet with the startup technology and innovation participants, I'm amazed to see the bonhomie, the friendships, the togetherness, the oneness, the collaboration, the cooperation, despite otherwise competing in the business world. And I think it is this spirit of cooperation, collaboration and competition together which helps the ecosystem for technology, for startups in Bengaluru flourish. Even when we had to do the beta test of the open network for digital commerce, another game-changing initiative pioneered under the vision and guidance of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, where we are trying to democratize e-commerce and give equal opportunity to startups and young entrepreneurs, big and small, to engage with e-commerce, where we are trying to save the large, small retail, mom and pop stores, the corner stores from becoming extinct by giving them an opportunity to participate in the vibrant e-commerce framework. Through this open network, I believe Bengaluru will have a big role to play. And when this becomes a public good and finds acceptance at the global stage, people will remember that it all started through the testing done in Bengaluru. My compliments to the people of Bengaluru. Friends, the Honorable Prime Minister in the Bangalore Tech Summit inaugural day before yesterday had said, and I'd like to quote, innovation backed by integration becomes a force. In India, technology is a force of equality and empowerment. I believe technology, innovation and the problem-solving approach of our startups is a force multiplier which will help India achieve global dominance in the sphere of technology, in the sphere of innovation. India has provided to the world our technology platforms so that whether it is the United Payment Interface, the UPI, or COWIN, through which we administered 200 crores of vaccine doses, whether it is our Aadhaar card, the single identity for over 130 crore Indians, or whether it is Ayushman Bharat, which also rests on a technology platform. Whether it is one nation, one ration card, through which the poor of India, the 80 crore people who are given free food grains under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana for almost 28 months, so that no child in this country ever has to sleep hungry, so that every home has their cooking fires burning. With this sensitivity, one nation, one ration card has helped our poor get their entitlement, their rations, anywhere in the country at any time of their choice, without even having to carry a ration card. The thumb impression on the biometric machine and your Aadhaar number is your identity. And with that, a person from anywhere in the country, he may be from Shillong, he may be from Patna, he may be from Jumri Talaya, or he may be from down south, from Ooty. From anywhere in the country, a person can get his entitlement in his place of work, in a place where his child may be studying, or in his home village, or partly in any part of the country. These are all platforms developed indigenously by all our young entrepreneurs, by all our young innovators. And I must compliment all of you for the wonderful work that you are all doing. In conclusion, I would like to suggest that we need in India much, much more effort, and we have the scale, we have the demographic dividend to back us up. Your ideas can be put to use at scale, can enjoy the fruits of our demographic dividend, of our large population, which is today a boon, not a bane. And therefore, you have the opportunity to be cost effective. You have the opportunity to convert into high valuations. We will have many more unicorns, many more decacons coming out of Bengaluru in the years to come, which will help us realize the dream of a developed India, a prosperous India by 2047. I'm sure our startups will also help us create the mindset, the culture of quality in our country, which is much needed. I'm very confident that sustainability and clean energy, for which we took a pledge today, will resonate with all of you, so that you start your business from an early stage with the consciousness to be responsive to the planet, to be responsive to the challenges of climate change, so that we in our generation respect intergenerational equity and leave behind a better world, a better planet than the one we have inherited. Friends, India has taken over the presidency of G20 this year. From 1st December, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi is going to captain the G20 grouping. It's a great opportunity to showcase India's strengths, India's capabilities, your achievements to the rest of the world. And we are together going to work to make sure that our technologies, our startups, our innovators get an opportunity to present themselves at the world stage. I would like to end by saying your investment and innovation can do wonders. Your trust and our tech talent can make things happen. And I'm quoting Prime Minister Narendra Modi when I'm saying this. He has invited all of you to work with us as we lead the world in solving its problems. This was what the Honorable Prime Minister had said, and which I have just reiterated. My best wishes to each one of you in your endeavors, in your work, in your success stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that grand vision. and for addressing the gathering. I'm sure all of us will take that pledge very seriously and make sure that the vision for $30 trillion economy for India is realized. I would now like to invite Dr. C.N. Ashwath Narayan, Honorable Minister for Electronics, IT, Biotechnology, Science and Technology, Higher Education, Skill Development, Entrepreneurship and Livelihood, Government of Karnataka, to address the gathering.
Good evening to all the delegates, dignitaries, invitees, and all the innovators and technologists who are participating in the closing ceremony of the 25th edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit. On this occasion, we have our Honorable Chief Minister, who has been always leading from the front, who has been here for the past all the 3 days, completely participating back to back in all the events. Something which is very rare to see a Chief Minister being there for all the events. I wholeheartedly thank him for his leadership and his presence for this Tech Summit. As always, our most inspiring Commerce and Industries Minister, Sri Piyush Goyal ji, who knows Karnataka so well and has been closely working with Karnataka, and he's been always an inspiration and is so closely connected with the land of Karnataka, and his presence in his busy schedule is come all the way to our state, and being part of our function, it means a lot to us, sir. I wholeheartedly thank you and congratulate you, and more so, all these years, the startup of Karnataka was rated the top performing. Under your leadership, our state has been elevated into the category of the best performing state. I thank you, sir, for all the encouragement with regard to all the issues. You've been very muchly encouraging us. And you have made 2 statements very close to our heart. In the last Invest Karnataka, you spoke about Kantara, sir. And this event, the most prestigious event, and what we wanted to reflect, what is state of Karnataka, that is a statue of prosperity, that is Nadaprabhu, Kempegoda. You made the right references, and it goes with one statement. What is it all about the state of Karnataka? It is a statue of prosperity, sir. It means a lot. We want to send a very strong message in one sentence, that is the statue of prosperity. Thank you, sir. And as well as we have our Vision Group Chairman, Sri Prashant Prakash, for startups, who has been always consistently, not only being a chairman, guiding, he's been always curating the entire event in all the events. He's been giving a lot of quality time. I thank you, sir. And as well as our ACS, Dr. Ramana Reddy, who has been working with this event for past 23 years. It's a long journey. I think probably, I should not make this statement, sir. Probably before you complete your tenure as a civil servant, probably this will be your last event. That's what Meena Nagaraj was telling me. We feel really bad to make this statement, sir, but your continued involvement and participation. Yes, sir. So we wanted to thank him also, sir, before. Yes, sir. And as well as our director, Srimati Meena Nagaraj, who has been working very actively and interfacing with all the companies very closely, and all the other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I would like to share some of the highlights of the overall about the Bengaluru Tech Summit, the overall participation. I just want to share the numbers. The countries, number of countries participated, 32 countries participated, and the number of MOUs been made, we had 12 MOUs, and the number of speakers are 405. The number of delegates participated, 9356, exhibitor 585, and the registered business visitors, it was more than 25,738. And the expo footfalls was more than 50,000. Those are all visitors having a more of an engineering background, and the students from various institutions, they all came and participated in this event. And with regard to the conference, we had 7 plenary sessions, and conference tracks, we had 5 tracks. Sessions, we had 72 sessions. Speakers, 405 speakers. Workshop and product launches, 28. Delegates, totally 9,356 delegates participated in this. And the GIA participation, we had more than 20 countries participating as a GIA partner alliance. And in this category, we had 164 delegates, 101 speakers, 3 minister-level delegations, 6 ambassadors. And with regard to the B2B meetings and 2 platforms, Interlinux and as well as virtual platform, the meeting mails and message exchange was around 18,139. Meetings conducted physically or the contact exchange happened 2,563. These are some of the numbers which I'd like to share with all of you. And with regard to the awards, as every year we give STPI IT Export Awards. Even this year we give the STPI IT Export Awards, and as well as Smart Bio Awards. And for the unicorns and the decacons, we give Bengaluru Impact Awards. And we had competitions also as every year for the past 23 years. We've been conducting rural IT quiz. Around 480,000 students across the 28 states and 5 union territories, they all participated in this quiz competition, which was conducted online, virtually, and physically. It was a huge success, and that is turning out to be very popular event. And as well as Bio Quiz, for the very first time, a national event. This time, this 15th edition was conducted in a national level. We had a very good participation from 24 states and 4 union territories. And as well as we conducted the bio poster competition. These are some of the important competitions which was organized, and as well as this entire event was live streamed in various social media platforms. And it was covered by many of the medias. Respected dignitaries, I'll not take much of your time because of all of your active participation and cooperation. Bengaluru has become an international city where the entire world is looking up to Bengaluru because of all the efforts, sincere efforts being made by all of you, all the immense contribution given by all the innovators, technologists, biotechnologists, and ESDM sector people. I wholeheartedly thank all of you for immense contribution. Let us continue this journey, and in the same occasion as guided and suggested by our Honorable Chief Minister, for the very first time, we are coming out with a declaration for the Bengaluru Tech Summit for the 2022, that is the 25th edition, to come out with our commitment under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister to develop science and technology research centers in the universities. To set up, that is the first thing, the first 5, we are having 5 declarations. One among the 5 is to develop the science and technology research centers in the university, to set up startup park near to the Kempegowda International Airport, to bring synergy between the educational institution, ITBT, and science and technology, to set up R&D technology labs in 50 colleges across Karnataka, to bring about greater connectivity and synergy between institutions and research centers and development centers and industry for better human life. These are the 5 declarations under the leadership of our Honorable CM and our government. We are making the declaration for 2022 BTS. So which will be implemented, and many more things will be taking up all of your suggestions, and will come out with what more can be done in the future. Thank you one and all for all of your cooperation. At the same time, I would like to thank Active, Mr. Jagdish Patankar, the event organizer, for organizing this entire event for past many decades. He has been organizing. I thank him, sir, for organizing such a fantastic event on the occasion of the 25th edition. I wholeheartedly thank you on behalf of my department and my government. Thank you, sir. And as well as all the dignitaries who have assembled here. Thank you. Namaskara. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you so much for your remarks, sir. I would now like to invite Shri Basavaraj Bommai, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, to provide the closing remarks for the Bangalore Tech Summit 2022. Let's have a round of applause, please. Let us please welcome the Honorable Chief Minister with a big round of applause. It is under his guidance that the state has been progressing at such a rapid pace.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕನ್ನಡದ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Good evening, everybody. All good things has to come to an end so that the next good thing will start. The summit has been really successful, a grand success, with lot of trust, hope, and as we have already pledged, the success is for sustainability. You people have made it successful. We don't want to take any credit for the success. You people have come, participated, you have contributed, you have exhibited, you have given the ideas, taken the ideas. Therefore, I want to give a very big thank you to all the people who have come, delegates, invitees, technocrats. A big thank you from Government of Karnataka, Bangalore and Government of India. On this valedictory function, we have one of the most dynamic industries and commerce minister India has ever seen. A man who doesn't waste a second and he always pushes the goalpost higher and higher. And Piyush Goyal is one person. I have never seen him tired, be it 12 o'clock in the night, 2 o'clock in the morning. A relentless crusader for the development and a very, very good friend of Karnataka, Sri Piyush Goyal ji. We have a very dynamic, forward-looking, another person who is full of energy and full of ideas. It's very rare. Few people have got energy, few people have got ideas. People with ideas doesn't have energy and energy doesn't have ideas. But here is a one person who has got both energy and ideas. That has made my job very easy. He does all the work and gives me credit. So I recognize his hard work. Sri Ashwath Narayanji. And a man behind the ideas of Ashwath Narayan, Prashant Prakash. We have to recognize a person and the shadow too. That is the real recognition. People forget the shadow because it doesn't speak. But we have to recognize it. And the man behind all the good ideas and good ventures, Sri Prakash Prakash. And our ever tireless industry secretary and a silent but resilient leader in administration, Sri Ramana Reddy ji. And another dynamic director of ITBT, Srimati Meena Nagaraj. All my dear friends, I don't want to say ladies and gentlemen, just mark it. We have all joined together in Bangalore. We have spent a lot of time together in Bangalore. We have made this tech summit as successful. Now, we have to take it forward. So ultimately, what is the feeling? What is the feeling of this event for 3 days? That is very important to take it forward. How do you feel about it? You feel it is worth coming here, you feel satisfied, you feel new thoughts have come, new ideas have come, new goalposts have reached. What do you feel? What is a qualitative feeling you have is very important to take it forward. Therefore, I want to summarize this Bengaluru Summit like this. And normally I don't carry chits, but this time I thought I should carry some chits because I'm speaking to all young, intelligent, ignited scientists and young, ignited minds. Here, thoughts meet the technology. Action meets goals. Development meets due diligence. Entrepreneurship meets leadership. Success meets sustainability. Culture meets cosmopolitan. Friendship meets relationship. And Bengaluru meets Bengaluru. Bengaluru means Bangarada Uru. Bangarada Ur means a golden city. Just for Piyush. Bengaluru means Bangarada Uru in Kannada. Bangarada Uru means golden city. Golden city means golden-hearted people city. So, be it in economics, be it in technology, be it in culture, be it in development, be it in agriculture, you name it, Karnataka and Bengaluru are golden standard of the country. They are gold standard of the country. And this makes us more responsible. We have been number one in innovation, we are number one in FDI, and we are the highest in startups, maximum in decacons and unicorns, and soon the Sunicorns are also coming. So this makes us really jittery, honestly. To achieve number one position is one thing, but to remain there is much more harder. I think you all experienced it. There will be always somebody nudging you out. Therefore, to keep that number one position, we have to really work hard than what we work to become number one. And this is the challenge my government, my state faces. But at the same time, we are confident. We are confident. I have my confidence on my people. I have my confidence on the integrity and intelligence of my people. I am confident on the hard work they are putting by our young engineers and scientists. And I have confidence on young entrepreneurship skill. Earlier, in Karnataka, in Bangalore, we had only Mahasaraswati. Only Mahasaraswati. But the new age technology and new age industries, for last 2 to 3 decades, we have Mahalakshmi also here. So we have got Mahalakshmi and Mahasaraswati in Bangalore and Karnataka. Hence, this is not only a technological city anymore. Mark my words, within next 5 years, Piyush, you may not like to hear this. It's better that you don't hear. It is not only a technological city. Within next 5 to 10 years, maximum, this will become a financial capital also. He is from Bombay, that's why. But nevertheless, both Bombay and Bengaluru are in India. You are a minister for Government of India. So, all good things, well started, well done. Keep the spirit. As I have said in the inauguration, all the technologies should lead to the better human life, better human society, better values. And I have given a call to all the scientists who work towards that. Each one of you can really bring a change. Every individual is empowered by that. And don't worry about the failure. The more you worry about the failure, you will not be successful. Brave to face the failure, achieve. In a game, there are two ways of playing it. One way is playing not to lose. Play not to lose. Another is play to win. Play not to lose is very defensive. Play not to lose is very offensive. And that small play to win will give an edge where you will certainly win. Therefore, you should play to win and you will win. That is the real essence of the spirit of this summit. The summit should be successful, and it will be successful when you all people will be successful in your enterprises. That is very important. Take home that. And when you come to the next summit, we will have more successful scientists, more successful academicians, more successful industries, more successful startups, more successful unicorns, decacorns, more. And it should be beyond Bengaluru also. It should look beyond Bengaluru also. And as I was telling, every individual can make a change. If you look back, all the greatest scientific breakthrough has been done by individuals, no big institutions. Theory of gravity, the discovery of electricity, you name any invention, it is done by an individual. That is the capacity of an individual. Why? It is because human mind has got single-minded pursuitness. Whereas a group of people might converge to an idea or might diverge the idea also. But single-minded pursuitness will reach you to the greater heights. That's where development will lead to innovation. And that is the difference between development and innovation. And as per the one survey, the capacity of the mind or the brain, what you call, is not yet fully explored. Not yet. Normally, the ordinary man uses 6% of the IQ. A little higher IQ person uses 10 to 12%. A scientist uses 20 to 25%, not beyond 25%. Somebody has studied the capacity of the Einstein and has used 22%. So there is still 75% of the human brain yet to be explored. And we don't know. Somebody in this hall might be sitting to explore that, or somebody else in some corner of the world to explore it. So that chance of exploring 75 is still open, and that is the hope. That is the hope to achieve better things and new heights. And this is what all this summit is all about. Summit is all about ideas, thoughts, and converting the thoughts into action. That's why the other day I said, in between creation, and in between concept and creation lies a shadow. Tiruvallur has said it. I want to repeat it. Bengaluru is a place where in between concept and creation there is no shadow. It's a place which is happening. It's a place of happening. And you are there in the right place, right moment. Therefore, all the future moments are yours. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Minister, sir. We have one small request from the entire Department of Electronics, IT and Biotechnology. So this is the 25th year of the Bangalore Tech Summit, and Dr. E.V. Ramana Reddy, who's the Additional Chief Secretary, has been the longest serving director and the longest serving additional chief secretary for the department. On behalf of the department, I would request the Honorable Chief Minister, sir, to just felicitate ACS. Can we have a round of applause, please? Dr. Reddy has been the mind behind this Bangalore Tech Summit and many before this. He's seen the entire 25-year journey of Bengaluru as it emerged